Hello, I'm Nancy Gillard. I'm the pastor at First Presbyterian Church in Clinton, Missouri, and this is our midweek message. Today is December the 16th. We are exactly a week away from Christmas Eve. Anyone from First Presbyterian Church in Clinton, Missouri knows that for our church, we celebrate Christmas Eve, December the 23rd, as our church's big celebration to remember the story of Christ, to receive communion, to sing Silent Night, as well as light candles. I want to let you know that we will be doing that again this year, even in the midst of the fact that our church is closed. We'll be doing that by having people come to church either at 5 o'clock on Christmas Eve, or 6 o'clock on Christmas Eve, which is, of course, December the 23rd. And we will have our drive-in church like we did during the summer. So you'll come in, you'll receive your packet. The packet will have the church bulletin, our prayers, our songs, as well as a battery-operated candle so that you can actually light your candle while we sing Silent Night. You'll also receive communion and a special sweet treat that Melinda Dean is making for us. So please come to Christmas Eve. You can choose either to come at 5 o'clock or 6 o'clock. Please let your friends and family know. We are hoping to have a nice group that come to Christmas Eve this year. 5 o'clock or 6 o'clock, your choice. And now for our midweek message, I want to just share a little bit about giving gifts. I'm not sure if you are like me, but honestly, I am still trying to find that perfect gift for the people in my life, for part of my family members. And it's not easy to do. You want to find just the right gift. But I was reading through some stories about giving gifts, and I came across one that reminds us that sometimes the best gift that we can give are unexpected gifts. So let me share this sweet story with you at this time, particularly during our Advent season. Unexpected, maybe even unconsciously or indirectly, we make our gifts to those people that we love in our lives. And in the little unremembered acts of kindness and love, those gifts may be the very best gifts. Sometimes it takes some doing to identify a gift for what it really is, just as it takes some insight to see through the life of Jesus Christ the glory that he provides for us in the gift of his coming to us on Christmas Day, the birth in Bethlehem. Some things are gifts because we choose to remember how precious they are in our lives, just as we need to remember how the coming of Jesus Christ at Christmas is so precious in our lives. So here now this story, it's about a Christmas pageant that went awry and about a boy whose name was Wallace Purvey. Wallace Purvey was 9 that year and only in 2nd grade. Most people in town knew that he had difficulty keeping up. He was big and he was clumsy and he was slow in movement and sometimes slow in mind. But still, Wally was well liked by the other children in his class, though the boys sometimes had trouble hiding their irritation when Wally asked to play ball with them. Most often, they'd find a way to keep Wally out, but Wally would hang around, just hoping. He was a helpful boy, willing, smiling, and a natural protector of the underdog. When the older boys chased away the younger boys, it was always Wally who said, "Let's let them stay. They're no bother." Wally fancied the idea of being a shepherd with a flute in the Christmas pageant that year, but the play's director assigned him a more important role. The innkeeper did not have many lines, and Wally's size would make his refusal of lodging to Joseph and Mary more forceful. The usual large crowd gathered at the town's Christmas extravaganza. Wallace stood in the wings, watching with fascination. And then Joseph appeared, slowly and tenderly guiding Mary, and knocked hard on the wooden door that was set into the painted backdrop. "What do you want?" Wally, the innkeeper, said brusquely, swinging the door open. "We seek lodging," Joseph answered. "Seek it elsewhere." Wally looked straight, and he spoke vigorously. "The inn is filled." "Sir, we have asked everywhere in vain. We have traveled far, and we are weary. There is no room for you in this inn." Wally looked properly stern. "Please, good innkeeper, this is my wife, Mary. She is heavy with child. Surely you must have some small corner that she can rest in." "No, be gone." But these words were whispered by the prompter from the wings because Wally had hesitated. But Wally repeated, as the prompter had said, "No, be gone." Joseph sadly placed his arm around Mary. Mary laid her head upon her husband's shoulder, and the two of them started to move away. Wally stood in the doorway, watching the forlorn couple. His mouth was open, his brow was creased with concern, his eyes were filling unmistakably with tears. And suddenly this Christmas pageant became different from all the others. "Don't go, Joseph," Wally called out. "Bring Mary back." Wallace broke into a big smile and said, "You can have my room." A few people thought the pageant had been ruined, but most considered it the best Christmas pageant they had ever seen. Really think this year about what the presents are that you are giving. Maybe you're lucky enough to come across a serendipity gift like this one that Wally gave to that large gathering on that particular night. Maybe you'll give someone the gift of just a telephone call and you haven't spoken to them or seen them in a while. Maybe you will just give them the gift of letting them know that they are loved. And maybe, most importantly, you'll give them a gift of Jesus Christ. Share the good news. Share the story of Christ who loved us so much that he came to us. He gave his life. He lives victoriously in heaven so that all people might know love, joy, hope, and peace. Certainly, these are the greatest Christmas gifts. God bless you. I hope to see you on next Wednesday, Christmas Eve, for our special service of songs and scripture, as well as lighting candles and receiving communion. I hope to see you. Share it with your friends, and God bless. Bye-bye.